So what happens if you own a real estate in the San Antonio area and you find yourself, you are in the middle of dealing with an emergency? I'm Steve Rosenberg from Mynd Property Management. Today I'm joined with Rosie Martinez, who is our portfolio manager for the San Antonio area. So Rosie, what is your advice when you find yourself in the heat, in the middle of a disaster or an emergency situation?
Okay, Steve, the first thing you need to do is stay calm and stay relaxed.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's great. I think a lot of times people want to react quickly, and sometimes you could be reacting maybe in the wrong direction or at the wrong situation without really assessing what's going on. And I think taking a breath and just sitting back and actually seeing what is happening is probably going to be more effective than just trying to knee jerk and jump into action and not really know which way to go. That's a great, okay. So relax is one. What's another one?
Assess the situation.
Okay. So by that, you mean maybe just figure out everything, look at all the pieces. And again, sometimes having that bird's eye view at looking at everything going on probably gives you an ability to actually make smarter decisions based on what you're seeing, not what you think it is. Because sometimes you could think it's one thing when it really is something else. And again, that's where, you know, relaxing first and then assessing is a great idea. What would be next?
Stopping the emergency.
Okay. So for example, if the house is flooding or there's a fire, you've got to take appropriate action, but both of those may be two different actions, meaning if there is a flood, you may want to shut off the water shutoff valve, stop the emergency, make sure the residents know how to stop the emergency. If there's a fire, the owner is probably not the best person to call. Probably 911 in the fire department is the best person to call. So always remember that in the middle of the emergency, don't make it worse. Stop the emergency first and foremost, and then you can fix the solution, but not focus too much on the problem. Stop the problem, whatever that is. Okay, what would you say would be the next one?
Focus on the solution to get the things resolved.
Okay, so I think that goes along the lines of, you know, once the house is flooded or there's a fire, now you got to work to the solution of dealing with an emergency. Could be several days, several weeks. You know, if it's a hurricane that comes through or a pandemic like COVID-19, these are things that can be very long standing and they're not very quick. And that's why you got to make sure you know what you're doing and you're very, like they say, cool heads prevail. Make sure that you're working towards the solution. Don't keep focusing on the problem. And that's when you want to make sure probably that you have insurance record information. You want to make sure that your policies are up to date. Maybe emergency contact information for your residents is up to date. Those are the kind of things that I would say. So can you think of anything else in the middle? You've been a property manager for a long time. I know you've done a lot of things and probably dealt with several different types of emergencies and things go on. Anything that you can think of that's good to have?
Just stay in communication with your manager and always make sure everybody's in the loop, and so we can work on this together.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So over communication in these kind of situations is key to success, because you've got to make sure that you are over communicating with everybody involved to ensure the proper outcome. So just to recap here, if you're in the middle of an emergency, first thing you got to do is relax. Second thing you do is you assess the situation. Next thing you do is stop the emergency. Next thing would be focus on the solution. And the last thing, as Rosie said, over communicate with everybody. So if you do those 5 things, no matter what the emergency is, you'll probably come out pretty good, at least to stop and won't make it worse, which is key. So everybody, thank you for watching. On behalf of Rosie, myself, Mynd Property Management, thank you for watching. If you want, you can go to our website, mynd.co. There you'll find more information about our company and all the different things that we have to offer at Mynd. Once again, thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to keep the conversation going, join our Facebook group.